Good morning. Welcome to Wellness Wednesday, a little shot of prayer. You may be asking yourself, what does prayer and storytelling have to do with one another? If you've never heard me say it before, let me say this. The stories are all around us. Everything you see has a story. I think we all would agree that songs are stories. They're just rhythmic stories. I think we would agree that movies are stories. They're cinematic stories. And I need you to understand that prayers are stories. They're systematic and therapeutic stories. I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Book of Psalms. A lot of these books and writings, they are actual songs, but a lot of them are prayers also. And your prayer should tell a story. If you're familiar with the Book of Psalms, he talks about how sometimes his soul is crushed. And he asks sometimes, hey, Lord, oh Lord, search me. Your prayer should tell a story. I have a friend and he called this scripture the peace equation. And listen to this. This is how your prayer or your story of prayer should go. It says, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all that He has done. Then you will experience God's peace, which will exceed anything that we can understand. I'm going to say that again. That try this when you pray. Try doing your prayer as a story. So here's the criteria. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. Then you will experience the peace which will exceed anything that you can understand. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to give my story through prayer. This is my personal story through prayer. I'm going to dig deep in where I'm at right now. And I'm going to tell my story, my prayer to God. And then I'm going to leave some time at the end for you to share your story. And you can do it right where you are with nobody around, but begin to tell your story of prayer. Don't worry about it. Just tell Him don't worry about it. Whatever you need in that moment, just begin to pray about it. Tell Him what you need. Thank Him for what He's done. And then you're going to watch that peace that's a pass off understanding. All right, so here's my prayer. Here's my story. God, I am in this moment struggling with insecurities. I'm trying not to worry about it. But here I am, letting you know that there are areas in my life where I do not feel stable. There's financial areas where I don't feel stable. I don't feel secure. Whether there's some physical areas in my health, with my weight, where I don't feel stable. I don't feel secure. And so I am praying to you about these things. Now I thank you. There are times when you help me feel secure. There's been times in the past when you've helped me feel secure. But as I continue life and I continue in the transition of life, and you take me to new areas in my life, places where I've never been before, there are times when I do not feel secure. And I understand that with growth, there comes places and areas and situations that we've never been in. And as I keep journeying during this life, I'm going to cross paths that I've never seen before. And it's going to test my security and test my faith. But I thank you because up until this point, You have kept me. I've never seen me forsaken or me begging bread. And so I thank you for what you've already done. And so now I'm asking you that in the areas where I don't feel secure, that you will help me feel your peace. I thank you for being God and being God alone. And so now my friends on the other end of this is going to begin to tell you their story. And I'm asking you that at the end, you will help them find peace. I stand in agreement with you today, my friends. Maybe you wasn't finished praying. Please take time to turn this off and continue to tell your story.